Next up, we're counting down the days until Ruben Amorim's first game as head coach of Man United. Only a few more days left to go as we travel to Ipswich on Sunday in the 4:30 kickoff Super Sunday. It's a big one. Danny, what are you expecting? Are you expecting to see this 3-4-3 formation? What players are you thinking will start? How do you think we'll do? Tough game, Ipswich, away from home as well. They'll keep you honest.
It's a tough game.
Yeah.
I've played at Ipswich. I did a little loan spell there, 8 games. I think he's going to go 3-4-3.
Yep.
I think he's going to go straight in. Day one, you've heard it, he said in the interview before, the lads are going to know from minute one, you know, this is what I want to do. This is going to be our identity moving forward. You've got to buy into it or you're not. So, yeah, and I can see, obviously, you've got Euro coming back at some point, which is going to be good timing for him. But I can see, obviously, Martinez, De Ligt. It's going to be interesting to see what he does with the full-back areas, because I know I could see Dalot and Johnny's been playing well.
Yes.
You've got, you know,
And
Johnny,
Martinez is touch and go as well, because he came out of Argentina.
Okay.
And then he's getting assessed, so he's in. Victor Lindelof came back injured, so it might. And Euro hasn't even played for us yet, so it could be interesting. Luke Shaw, even if that's less, he hasn't played in ages.
Just to touch on Luke Shaw, I think this could be good for Luke finally, because with his injuries, we can't put too much stress in his body in terms of the wing-back role. It's a lot. We know he can, but I think playing left of a free, which you've seen him do before.
He's done it before, hasn't he?
Done it before.
Yeah.
And he was good when he did it.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, it's less load and the actual mileage in your body. Yeah. So I think, we keep saying this, don't we, about Luke Shaw, right?
We got
Even Sir Jim Ratcliffe said it.
Yeah, I know.
But can this now be the time where, right, Luke, it's left of a free, you're very comfortable at it, it's not so much on your body, come back, and then the manager might use him in the right way. And I think that's fingers crossed, that could work for us going forward.
What about the top end of the pitch and Marcus Rashford in particular? Like, how does Ruben Amorim get the best out of him? Again, a lot of fans saying, it's finished, he's got to move on. We're seeing the same thing again. Some saying, no, his best chance is to play up front in this system, not as a 10, not as a wing-back. How do you think this plays out for Marcus under Ruben Amorim?
I think it'll be difficult. I feel it, to be honest. I don't think he can play on the wing back. We know that because he just naturally doesn't think to get back. We see it week in, week out. Nothing against him. It's just some wingers. Sharing the 2 10s with Bruno, can he do that? Maybe if his position in that 10 isn't to receive it, you know, let Bruno receive it and you be the one that breaks lines. Can he get that into his way of thinking where, right, here's our positions, you know, like just sort of going and playing off that and running past Højlund, let Højlund drop deep. Other than that, Højlund is going to be number 9. Can he challenge him in another way at number 9? I don't know. So it's going to be interesting to see. I think all fans, I think yourself included, are looking forward to seeing what he does with Marcus, but I'm just not too sure.
Yeah, you know, again, the thing I'm excited for the most is the personnel and who fits into where. We talk about 3-4-3. From what I can tell, you mentioned it there. It's not 3-4-3s in like wing forwards. It is 2 10s. I don't want to say he's copying my Football Manager tactics, but when I take charge of Manchester United, I change Marcus Rashford's role into a 10 and I make him a kind of shadow striker. Maybe that is kind of the direction that he's going to go there. But again, when he progresses, he can do like a 2-2. So Kobbie Mainoo can step in and Bruno, and it could be Rashford and Højlund. So it's going to be a really fluid front three, and I'm really looking forward to seeing that. Again, with the wing-backs as well, I think the left wing-back is probably the concern area if there was one. I think that would probably... you know better full-back than me.
No, I think we will see Mazraoui there.
Yeah,
I think for the time being, until maybe he tries to bring someone in.
Malacia is due to get minutes in under 21s again.
Yeah, again, and I don't until like I said, I don't know. I don't think Luke can handle that. I think what we had before in terms of the 10s, I would go with at the minute, it would be Bruno and Ahmad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's the most natural fit.
I think, you know, you've got left coming in, a little tucking in, Bruno on his right. You know, I think we can see that. They can run away, they can come in.
They work hard as well.
I think Garnacho can play on the wing because he does work hard. Yeah. And he does get...
So you could see him as a left wing-back or right wing-back?
Right, yeah, I can do, because I know he's got that in him.
He will work.
The last few weeks I've seen his work rate's gone right up for the roof. He's had a point to prove.
Yeah.
I think he can work well with him. So I think that's where I see positions.
Yeah. What's some of you guys, and you guys watching at home as well, I want to know this, get in the comments and let us know, your dark horses. So, like, some of the players you think, actually, we never thought this would happen, but wow, look at him now. So I'm talking Anthony. I'm talking Mason Mount. If you look at the inside left 10 position, looks all right for him. You're talking Casemiro, new lease of life potentially. Luke Shaw, you already mentioned as one. Rasmus Højlund, does he get going? Joshua Zirkzee, like, who are you looking at, Danny? And then come to you as well, Ryan.
Yeah, sure.
On your kind of dark horse, Ahmad, is he finally going to get the role now?
I think if I'm the two and I had their mentality and I was excited, who it's not gone well for up to now, should be Mount and Zirkzee because they want to play in kind of that, 10, but you're not going to when it's just Bruno. But if there's two, now you can share it.
Yeah.
And can Mason Mount, he's obviously very clever in picking up positions. He likes to press. Zirkzee isn't a 9 for me.
No.
He's not a 10, but can he sort of share that?
You know what I mean? So
if I'm the two, I'm thinking, wow, I might actually have a space in the team now because we're not playing with just Bruno in the 10. There may be an area, either side of that. So they're the two. If I was them, I'd be starting training and thinking, right, this is my chance to start my career at United.
Ryan, who's your stocks in?
Do you know what? I was going to say Xerxes as well. To be fair, I was waiting for my next Inside Devils, right, to go two-footed on Ineos about backing Ten Hag and with all these signings in the summer, only to get rid of him, to bring in Amorim. But the more I think about the personnel and Amorim's system, I do feel like maybe in the summer they had an eye on Amorim. I really do, because you think about Xerxes, we've talked about him there, 2 10s, 9.5. That role doesn't really exist.
It's a mad made-up thing.
Exactly. But you talk about the fluidity now of the front three. He might just find a way in between Bruno and Højlund, so that might be the case. And then you've got, Ugarte, ball-winning number 6, of course. You've got a press-resistant in Kobbie Mainoo who can step in as well. So I would say Xerxes. Yoro, of course. Yeah. Ball-playing centre-back on the right-handed centre-back, because that's the way Amorim likes to play. The back three, it's the centre-backs on either side that will put balls over into the channels. So you've got Yoro, which was all of a sudden, you're interested in Yoro, get Yoro. Yeah. So it might be a bit of a conspiracy theory.
Look how they're trying to get Brampthwaite for ages as well.
Exactly.
He would fit this system. I know he's struggling with injuries as well, but he definitely would fit injuries. Well, in terms of this Ipswich game, I keep thinking back to, I know Ipswich got their first win of the season now against Spurs, but when I watched them play at Portman Road against Aston Villa, I don't know if you guys saw that game, it was 2-2.
Yep.
And they were brilliant. They keep you honest. They work really hard. Kieran McKenna's got a way of playing. Obviously, it's synonymous to United. He's done his coaching there. But it's going to be a really difficult game, and it's an interesting game stylistically, because we're going to be going with this 3-4-3 for sure. And I don't think they'll be scared of us. We haven't earned that right for teams to be scared of us right now. But for me, what am I expecting to see? First things first, of course, 3 points. Like, that's you want to start with that. Sometimes we get a bit wrapped up in, I want to see No, we want to win, mate. We want to win. But I do want to see this guarantee from Ruben of this identity straight away, this clear idea instantly, and I think we'll see that. I'm really excited. I actually think Rashford's going to be more of a 9 in this system. I do. I think it's almost nailed on personally. I think he's had a whole week of training with him. I think it's an easy win for Ruben to say, like, I know there's a lot of noise about Rashford. It's my job to try and get him going again. I could just make some of the noise go away straight away, especially with Marcus as well, to get his confidence going, to say, just go up front for this game and then let's see. So I think he'll probably start up front. I think Ahmad and Bruno,
in the 10s.
In the 10s. Okay, yeah. I think Mazraoui, depending on what happens with Martinez/Shaw, one of those two left centre-back. Yeah. De Ligt in the middle. Yeah. Yoro on the... Is Yoro fit enough to start? He hasn't even played a game for us. I don't know. Maybe Johnny Evans will have to come in.
Yeah, Johnny Evans and Mazraoui could be right centre-back.
Dallo right wing-back.
Yeah, Dallo
and
right
obviously Onana in net. So, right, before we wrap up, prediction time. First game, Ruben Amorim. What's the score going to be?
I don't want Man United fans to think just because he's coming it's going to be easy.
Exactly.
At Ipswich away, it's not going to be. Kieran McKenna's got a point to prove. We wish he was at Old Trafford.
Yeah.
Obviously, his first game. I think I'm going to go with 2-1.
United win?
Yeah.
Ryan?
I say we edge it 1-0. I think it's going to be KG. It's a tough place to go. And I think it's important for United fans, as you just said, set expectations. He said it himself, put in an idea, let's see an identity and get the 3 points, but I think it'll be tough.
I like that 2-1, yeah. I think we're trying to settle down, might concede one from a silly mistake, people not on the same wavelength, but 2-1. But it's all wins around the table. That is the main thing, all wins. Let us know what you guys think the score is going to be as well. That's all we've got time for on this week's Inside Devils. A big thank you to Danny Simpson, Ryon Scott-Douglas, and Portuguese football expert Sebastião Sousa Pinto. And we'll see you in the next episode.